Well, the public pushback continues tonight about the release of a sexually violent predator as a transient in Placer County.
Today, the Department of State Hospitals met to discuss the placement of William Stephenson. After the meeting, the community was allowed to voice their outrage. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias shares what has this community on edge.
This is extremely triggering for me because, when I was younger, I was assaulted by many people. And then I was assaulted again later on by an older adult, and people didn't believe me.
Annabelle Velasquez says the possibility of William Stephenson being released in her community reminds her of the fear she felt when she ran into her abuser at the mall. The mother of four is just one of a packed room filled with Placer County community members fighting against the violent sexual predator's release.
So releasing this felon to our community is an epic failure on your part. Don't leave us to clean up your mess.
District Attorney Morgan Geyer says even after Monday's meeting, there is no specific location or plan where Stephenson will live.
We heard from the report out in the meeting today that there was a location that was discussed today in closed session. We haven't been able to vet it. We're supposed to get that information 30 days before his potential release, and we are set for a court hearing within 10 days.
He says without a specified location, they're not prepared to discuss the idea of letting Stephenson out at this point. And they plan to request he remains in the custody of the Department of State Hospitals. That's until there's a secure location that works both for the community and for Stephenson.
They may find a location, but it has to be suitable. If they are unable to do that and they've exhausted all other avenues within our community, then we can go back to court and say, we have met this burden of what's called extraordinary circumstances to then look beyond the county lines.
Stephenson was first convicted of indecent exposure in 1985 in Sacramento County. Then in 1991, he was convicted of sexual violence and was sentenced to 31 years. He was released in 2014. Then 3 years later, he was caught with child sexual abuse images. DA says they'd hate to send him to another community, but that may be the only other option they have.
Because Placer County is a really good county. I came back here because it was such a good county, and I don't want that taken from us.
That was our Roxanne Elias reporting. After today, the district attorney's office will prepare for the September 1st court hearing. They say they will fight his release at every step until the Department of State Hospitals gives the information they need.